Today we're going to answer one of the most asked questions that we get here at Afflictor, and that is, what is the difference between our hybrid broadheads? Stick around. Okay, from left to right, we have our K2 hybrid, 1.75" cut. We have our K2 mini, 1.5" cut. We have our hybrid EXT, 1.5" cut. We have our hybrid X, 1.75" cut. And we have our hybrid X mini at 1.5" cut. All of these broadheads have 32 thousandths thick stainless steel blades and 70/75 T6 aluminum ferrules. So basically in our lineup, we have two tips that denote every broadhead underneath that. And by the tips, I mean the very front of the broadhead, of course. So we have our K2 tip, which is our wide angle tip, which results in a consistent blade angle from the tip to the base of the blade. And then we have our narrow angle tip, which is our EXT tip here. And on the original hybrid EXT, you can see that there's also a consistent blade angle from the tip to the base of the blade. From these two, our next offshoot is the hybrid X. Now, what we did here is we took this K2 platform and we just added the EXT tip, which is that steeper angled tip because some customers prefer that steeper angle. So basically what that did is it gave us an 1.75" cut option with this nice steep EXT tip. So as far as these top three broadheads go, we have the original K2 hybrid, which is our K2 tip, 1.75" cut, consistent blade angle all the way down. We have our hybrid EXT, which has our steep angled EXT tip, 1.5" cut, and then we've added the hybrid X, which has the steep angled EXT tip, but it has our 1.75" blades on it. And so as you can see here, there's a little bit of a difference in contrast between this 1.75" cut K2 hybrid and the hybrid X. And that is because we have this steep angled tip on here, the blades tend to slightly flare out just at the base of the tip right here. So if you look, you come down on this steep angled tip and then you have this slight flare out, where if you look at the original K2 hybrid, it's a consistent blade angle from the tip to the base. Now from here, what we did is we took these two broadheads and we went into a mini series. You would know them formally as the Ultraviolet and the K2 mini. So what we did is we changed this Ultraviolet and we now call this the hybrid X mini because it has the EXT tip and we've added several weight options to that. So in our mini series, we have the hybrid X mini and the K2 mini. Now these are very similar to these two broadheads here, our hybrid X, we have the hybrid X mini, so you can see they're very similar, but this is our 1.5" cut model and it has a shorter ferrule, but we've maintained the same tip, and you can see that it also has this slight flaring out after the base of the tip. On the K2, we have the K2 mini, and it's basically just a little brother. So you have the K2 hybrid here with 1.75", and then you have the K2 mini that's 1.5" cut and has a slightly shorter ferrule. Now, we went to a shorter ferrule design on the K2 mini and the hybrid X mini because a lot of our bigger game hunters like that 1.5" cut, and they just wanted the added assurance of having a little bit beefier of a ferrule, a little shorter ferrule for some added strength, but still maintain 100 and 125 grains, which means we have to use the 70/75 aluminum for that. So in order to do that, we shortened the ferrule for them and we gave them a really tough, solid broadhead, which is basically the miniature of their adult versions here. So if you look at the two minis side by side, it's just the same thing as looking at the larger 1.75" cut versions of the K2 hybrid and the hybrid X. They're just a smaller version. They have an 1.5" cut and a shorter ferrule. So I hope that that helps you out and you're not confused about the line. If you have any questions, you can please give us a call, drop them in the comments below, and as always, give us a like and a follow. We appreciate you.